Land's End, Carrie.
I love this, and I love that Land's End.
Land's End, because it's at the end of two dead-end streets, right? Well, they may not be dead-end for much longer, but this one will always be a dead-end. But
yeah, there's a lake there.
There's a lake there, but there's a road after that. People just want to drive, and it's funny seeing people drive down here and going, right, yeah, we're going to get to Front Street. Yeah, no, you're not. There's boulders there. It won't happen. So welcome to Land's End, and welcome to Crumbs from the Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Life is going to go on around us, so you're going to hear cars and trucks and things and construction. Hopefully it won't be too distracting, but you never know. That's life. And you're going to hear birds. I mean, mine own are being very quiet right now because they hear Carrie. Carrie's a visitor, not used to visitors. So, it's life. Here we go. So, our reading for today is...
Which is Friday, July the 9th.
Yeah.
Can't forget to tell people the date.
Forgot. Sorry.
That's okay. It's kind of funny, but... And it's changing a little bit. I think the pandemic rhythms are changing. But I know for a lot of folks, what day is it? And as we move into summer, I'm kind of the same. Especially as we've changed some of our rhythms, right?
And once you go on vacation...
Oh, I'm just counting the days. So today is Friday, July the 19th.
Yep.
And as promised...
Not 19th.
9th. And as promised, we're doing something a little bit different. We're actually looking at the parables over the next sort of 8 weeks.
Yep.
Right? And so Annie was very busy, and she made a lovely list of all of the parables she found.
Two sides. There's tons of them.
Yeah. So we're just picking and choosing in very random fashion. You know what we're like.
Yeah.
And so we're going to look at this first one. Annie, you picked it. So why don't you introduce it?
Yeah. So it's Mark 2. Just double checking. Mark 2, 21 to 22. Very short parable.
Two short preachers.
But yeah. Vertically challenged. Okay. Vertically challenged, really.
But long-winded? Maybe
a little bit. So, do you want me to read it as you sip your tea?
Thank you.
Okay. Mark 2:21. No one sews a piece of unshrunk cloth to an old cloak. Otherwise, the patch pulls away from it, the new from the old, and a worse tear is made. And no one puts new wine into old wineskins. Otherwise, the wine will burst the skins, and the wine is lost. And so are the skins. But one puts new wine into fresh wineskins. The gospel of Christ. Well, I mean, okay. I
that's
must
an
admit,
interesting one to start with, Annie.
But I must admit, I'm not a sewer. In fact, I'm kind of lousy at it. I don't use a sewing machine. But I do understand, looking at a couple of the quilts that I have, that if you don't put the same type of material together, like if you put a really stretchy material together with, say, a cotton that doesn't stretch, then nothing is uniform, nothing is right, it's all messed up. And I'm thinking, like, it maybe looks pretty, but it doesn't function well. And I think when we work on things that we need to make them fit together, they may not fit together to begin with, but if we do some kind of manipulation and cutting and sewing and maybe seeing how the piece will work, and I'm thinking what's talking about here is having that perfect piece of cloth, like that perfect piece, that long, however many meter piece of cloth that's completely unflawed, and which happens so rarely, right? Like if we get something like that, I think our chasubles, those big cape things that we wear at the Eucharist, I think they're supposed to be one unfettered piece of cloth. Anyway, I'm just trying to think of, you've got something that may be perfect, but then you add a patch to it. Years ago, if you had a patch on your jeans, that was cool, right? It was cool because you had the knee patches and you might have a patch on your butt.
Now you just have holes.
And now you just have holes.
I know the holes are fashionable.
Right.
Yeah, maybe not on your butt, but.
No. Ew. Ooh, bad segue.
But the knees are definitely fashionable.
So I'm wondering if you need something, because we're all into recycling, right? Like we want to recycle everything. The quilt I have is all recycled fabric, which I think is just so cool. But somebody made that work.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I think it speaks to the fact that, well, first of all, there is no perfection.
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
There is no perfection.
All right.
And so, but when we do cobble together, when we do correct, if you've got a piece of material that hasn't been sort of put through the wash a bit and through the dryer,
right.
and then you attach it to fabric that's not going to shrink,
Yeah.
right?
It
Then
will just look
it doesn't even begin to feel seamless. It's puckered,
Yeah.
right? And it scrunches. And so I think it speaks to perfection, the lack of perfection,
Right.
but also to sort of an awareness and a preparedness
Okay.
to life.
Yeah, I like that.
Right? Because it also talks about the wine skins.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that was interesting. If you're putting old wine into
Putting wine into old wine skins.
that's right, and
they
then
don't stretch.
They don't stretch.
Right.
Right.
And then,
So yeah, and isn't life all about a little bit of flexibility?
yeah.
I mean, talk about needing flexibility over this last 16 months. Every time you think you've got a rhythm down,
Yeah. No.
it changes.
No.
Right?
Because what is it they say? Either you do something for 21
21
days or 30 days.
To
21
create a
days.
new habit, yeah.
It's now a habit. It's now something part of your routine, and we haven't been able to do that.
Yeah. You know, and it's funny, and I just talked about this on Tuesday in my letter, if you remember, that it felt really odd to have a Tuesday that didn't have a morning prayer.
Yeah.
Right? Like for 16 months, we have had morning prayer and
By
Bible
Zoom.
study on Zoom.
Yep.
Now, I mean, I know there's been times we've had to cancel for
Mm.
one thing or the other, but
Rarely.
it was really weird
Mhm.
to have a Tuesday that didn't have that.
Mhm.
Saturday, I didn't have my children's focus. This
Right.
Saturday, I won't. But even though it feels odd, there's this sense of hopefulness in it
Yeah.
because it's moving towards a more natural rhythm of taking a break in the summer.
Yes.
It doesn't
Yes.
feel so frenzied.
Yeah, and I think that's what I've been noticing too. Just, no courses, just things are. I have time to sit here on my front porch and in my sacred space and read books.
Yeah?
What?
Yeah.
Because I want to.
Yeah, I haven't got to that point yet. I just had 2 full days of conference with the Anglican Lutheran worship. It was amazing, but it was full 2 days in front of Zoom again.
Yeah, see, yeah, and that's talk about something new is old. Yeah, remember how Zoom was so cool and it was so neat. We're gonna connect. Now, it's like an old wineskin. If I pour any more into it, it's gonna burst and it won't be pretty. Just saying.
But this is interesting though because this parable comes in that question about fasting,
Mm-hmm.
right? So.
Giving
Maybe
up.
that's again that preparedness, right? We talked a little bit about
Right.
how do you prepare? How do you prepare things? If
Yeah.
you're going to put fabric together, you have to prepare the fabric by
yeah.
making sure the new fabric's been washed and dried so it doesn't shrink
Right.
when other fabrics have already been prepared. You
Right.
prepare wineskins for the wine, right?
Yes,
We prepare
okay.
for fasting. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just that whole, intention. What's
Mhm.
the intention behind what we're doing? And then how do
Right.
we prepare for that?
Right. Oh, see, I knew she would come up with an answer that would tie this all together.
Oh, I don't know, but
Yeah, I like this. No, but I like this.
oh, there you go.
The intention of doing being prepared. Now
Yeah.
that's a Girl Guide motto. I live by that.
Girl
Grew up
guide,
with that.
Girl guide.
No,
Like-
no. For all you Girl Guides watching this, newbie.
Which one is it?
It's the 3 for
3,
guides,
okay, 'cause
2 for
I was a brownie. I was never this.
never. Vulcan. Or is that Mork from Mork?
I don't know.
We digress badly. That was fun. But being prepared.
Yeah.
Being prepared. I like it.
I
Okay.
think so. Okay, so I guess that's our message from the Pop Tarts this
Yeah.
Friday is that it's about
Yeah.
intention and being prepared, but also being flexible.
Yeah.
Right? Allowing allowing the Holy Spirit to get in there and mess things up a bit.
And he always does.
Yes.
Wow. Anyway, be prepared.
There we go.
That's good.
And have a fabulous weekend. Take care. God bless. Remember, we still need to be vigilant.
Yeah.
Be prepared. Take your mask with you.
Yes, wherever you go and have multiples of them.
That's right.
And get vaccinated if you haven't already twice.
That's right. Anyways, God bless. Take care and have a fabulous weekend. Bye-bye.